taking this photo, I was a size 10 to size 12. We said if we don't get PR next year, we will sell everything we own like we did in the UK. Basically, we opened a card before we got to Canada. It's not a massive debt, but this is something we need to get out of, and we need to get out. Hello everybody, and welcome back to my YouTube channel and my first video of 2021. So over on my Instagram, if you don't follow me, it's louisewarearmstrong. I uploaded my gratitude poster that I make every single year, and so many people messaged me saying, oh my god, that's such a good idea, I really want to start doing this. And this is something I've been doing for a while now. I want to say like 3-4 years. And at the end of every year, I like create like this poster of all the things that I'm grateful for of the year before, everything that I've accomplished, and some things that I'm excited for the future. So I did a little poll and asked if you want me to do a video explaining what I achieved in 2020 and what my goals are for 2021. So I'm going to talk through my poster that I created, and then I'm going to move on to my vision board. I create a vision board at the beginning of every year of things that I want to accomplish, goals I want to achieve, and just little mindsets to keep in my mind of what I was grateful for the year before and things that I can improve on throughout the year. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's something very different for me, but if you like it, then please hit the thumbs up. I will do these every year if I get a good response for it. Okay, so I have just brought up, as you can see, my 2020 poster. Now, there was so much to put into this poster. I've been extremely lucky this year. I know it's been a very hard year, but I still managed to do so much, and I'm so proud of what me and Jake accomplished in 2020. And I love creating these to look back over the years, but I'm going to slowly talk through some of the things. This is going to be super quick because I want to get onto my 2021 goals, but we're going to start up in the top left-hand corner. So as you can see, me and Jake rented our very first home together. We lived in an apartment to start with in Canada. Before then, we also lived in like a little apartment again in Brisatin where we worked. It was called a chalet, so it was just a 2-bedroom apartment. There's no stairs or nothing, and we feel very grateful that we could afford to move into a 4-bedroom house here in Canada, and I absolutely love our house. There's so much work to be done on the outside of it, but it's really hard to do that in the winter season, so we can't wait for summer to come around the corner and we can start doing the front of the house. We've nearly finished inside of the house, and I will be doing an updated house tour very soon. So that was the first thing I was really grateful for in 2020. Then moving across to my first Canadian day. Oh my god, so I never knew about Canada Day until I moved here on the 1st of July, and me and Jake got to experience our first Canadian Day. It was very different to what we expected. We really wanted to go to Toronto to watch, like, I think they do a parade or fireworks or something, and it was very different, but we still got to experience it. If you watch my 1-year update in Canada, then I do briefly talk about this, so I will link it down below. But one of the best things about 2020, it was on Canada Day. We stood out on our balcony, which was on the 7th floor, and just watched the whole of St. Catharines and Hamilton light up in fireworks. It was such a special moment that I will honestly remember for the rest of my life. It was awesome. And on that same day is the thing that I've got underneath Canada Day, and that was hitting 1,000 subscribers. So I hit 1,000 subscribers on the 1st of July over on YouTube, and I was so happy and grateful, and thank you so much to all of you. I wouldn't have been able to do it without you guys. I set myself a target of hitting it before my birthday, which was the 2nd of August, and I hit it 1 month earlier, and I was so proud of myself for doing that. Okay, and then moving over to the next picture. When I uploaded this poster, so many people just seen the baby scan and didn't see what was next to it. But yes, I found out I was going to be an auntie for the very first time in 2020. My sister-in-law and my brother are expecting their baby in February 2021, and it's the first baby of the family, and we are so excited. We don't know the gender or anything like that, but I was so grateful to be able to be an auntie for the very first time, and I can't wait till we can start flying again, so I can go home hopefully around the baby being born to see my baby niece or nephew. Okay, moving on over to the right hand corner. It was my first live stream interview. I've never been on live stream before, and I've never had an interview before. I was very, very fortunate that one of the live streams in St. Catherine's called Niagara 411 reached out to me and asked me if we could do a live stream. They do a weekly show on Facebook and also live stream it to other websites, and I was very, very, very lucky to be part of that. It was super exciting. I was so nervous. Watching it back now, I proper cringe, because the thing is, when I'm talking to a camera, it's so much easier, but when you're live, you can't really. Some of the questions I wasn't ready for, but anyway, you've got to start somewhere, and I was really, really proud of that, and that was one moment that I will remember forever. And then moving down to is I got a promotion at work, and in the side of it was my little caption I uploaded. It was 8 months ago I moved to Canada, 4 months ago I started my new job, and today I got promoted to be a department manager. I'm so proud of myself. Hard work does really pay off, and so does manifesting your goals. Then moving down to the right hand corner is on 28th of December, I hit 2,000 subscribers, which was a massive shock for me, because hitting 1,000 subscribers in July, there was no way that I thought I'd hit 2,000 by the end of the year. So thank you so, so much to all of you guys. And then moving across is a picture of Jake in the snow, because me and Jake got to have our very first white Christmas together. I've never actually had a white Christmas that I can remember, and not only was it just with Jake, it was our first Christmas together in a home. It was our first Canada Christmas, so this Christmas was definitely one to remember. And then moving on over, I'm going to talk about the first, the bottom left hand corner first. This was my first blog post, so I was mentioned in my first ever blog post. It was the Tipsy Theory on Instagram, again using one of my Niagara on the lake photos. This was something that was super exciting. Someone reached out to me and asked if they could use my photo in a blog post, and of course I said okay. And then the second one in is my second blog post, and this was for Narcity, which is such a big like news article, and I was super proud of this as well. Then moving up above my blog post is my first brand deal. I had my very first brand deal around Christmas time. I have had a few brand deals reach out to me that I have declined. I think from hitting 1,000 subscribers in July, I've had like 4 or 5 brand deals reach out to me, and I've declined all of them because I didn't want my page to be brand deals and making money that way. I literally use my YouTube to educate people on moving to Canada, and also vlog my life so my family can see at home, and obviously now all of you guys are really into it. So I really didn't want to take a brand deal on early on, and especially a brand deal that I didn't feel like I wanted to promote to you guys. So I turned down every single brand deal that came to me. And then in December, Anna Louisa reached out to me, and this is a company I've actually brought off myself before this brand. And I was like, I would be so stupid if I didn't take this brand deal, because it's already a company I spend my money on. So to work with a company that I already buy from is just a dream come true, and they were an amazing company to work for, and I can't wait for the future because I would love to stay in contact with that brand. And then just above that, the last one was 3 years with Jake, celebrating our 3 years here in Canada. Was super special, and hopefully there's many more years to come. So that's my overall gratitude poster, and I think it's so important you always remember the positives from the year, because there's so many negatives, and sometimes negatives overrun the positives. But if you look back on your year, I'm sure there are a number of things that you were proud of. There was a number of things that you were grateful for, and I think it's so important to remember those times. And if you guys make like a gratitude poster or something similar to this, I would absolutely love it. So tag me on Instagram when you upload it to your stories, or leave a little comment down below of things that you were grateful for in 2020. I absolutely love hearing all of your stories. So yeah, I'm just gonna close that now. I'm gonna move this to one side, and we're gonna move on to our 2021 vision board. Now, I got this cork board from IKEA. I think it was like $7 or something. On the UK website, I think it's like $3.99. They're super cheap. They come with the little pins as well. And this is something that I just want to say before I start this vision board. If you're someone like me who's really into manifesting, like honestly, I manifest every single day, like in the shower. I can do a separate video if you want to, guys want to know what like a manifestation is. But the most important thing is when you're creating your 2021 goals or a mood board or anything like that, your vision board, it has to be realistic. So it's so important to have big dreams and big goals, but I'm not going to go put a picture of a mansion with a 10 bedroom mansion, because I know I won't achieve that in 2021. So it's so important to be very realistic with your goals. And also some of these are not actually goals, they're things that I just want to improve in 2021 and things that I want to make sure will make me happy in 2021. So let's get started. I have 10 2021 goals, or 10 things that I want to do better or improve or continue in 2021. So number one is I want to make sure that I speak to my family more often. I want to make sure that I FaceTime my family more often. Especially during lockdown, everyone's used Zoom and FaceTime a lot more. And I think this is something that I want to continue in 2021, especially if I'm being far away from home. I can't just go around and knock on their door and speak to them. I just want to make sure that once a week I ring my grandma, my mum, my friends and my family. So a few photos I've got of this. My uncle's gonna hate this, so I'm gonna hide his photo. Is a picture of us all Zoom calling at the beginning of COVID. Once a week we did Zoom quiz nights, which I absolutely loved. And yeah, it's something I really want to continue. We have a group chat, so maybe I'll write on there once a week, does anyone fancy a quiz night again next week or something like that. And that's something I really want to continue. And then I just have a picture of my family at my brother's wedding, just to remind me that I want to speak to them more often. And I'm gonna put this up in my office, so if I'm ever having a down day, it's just so important to know that I've still got my family. So yeah, that is number one, is definitely speak to my family more, because life is too short and you never know. And then part of that point as well is I definitely want to spend more time speaking to my best friends at home. I am really rubbish at remembering to text my friends. When I meet up with my friends, it's like nothing has changed, but I am just the worst at catching up with people. So here is a picture of some of my best friends at home. The first photo I think was in like 2010. The second one was like 2013, and then 2017. We always, when we're together, we try and take the same photo in the same position as 2010. And it's super funny. I love all my best friends. I've got so many best friends. I'm so grateful for that. But I just need to remember to reach out to them a little bit more. So that's the first section. Number one is reaching out to my friends and family more. Okay, so goal number two is I really want to try and get home to meet my baby niece or nephew. Having this photo will honestly motivate me to make money, to work hard and to save to get a flight home, and obviously to manifest COVID out the way so I can fly home without quarantining for 2 weeks. So even if it's going to be March, April, May, June, July, August, or even December, I definitely want to get home at some point to meet my niece and nephew. So number two is try and get home and try and save money for a flight home. My next goal for 2021, I think a lot of people have this on their goals, but I have to put it on, and I've got 3 photos to summarize this goal because I just need it to envision in my head more than the other ones. So basically, it's I just want to feel happy in my body. Now, this photo here, which I have up on my Instagram, is me when I hit 1,000 subscribers, when we first put the deposit down on our house that we're in now, and I was super happy with life. I think in this photo, I was a size 10 to size 12, and I was super happy in my body. But now I'm still this size, but I'm not as confident in my body. This photo is when I was in one of my smallest time. This is when me and Jake went to Turkey. I think I was a size 8 in that photo. I do look extremely tiny in that photo. I don't necessarily want to get back to that size, but I think this photo will motivate me to eat healthier. And I think that's one of the things for 2021. I want to stop snacking because I come in from work at 3:30 and I snack like ridiculously. I snack too much, like way too much. I just eat crisps, I eat popcorn, I eat chips, like just on the sofa, and then Jake will come home from work and we'll have tea, and I'm too full to eat the whole of my tea. So definitely my third point for 2021 is stop snacking, learn to love my body, and also we have made a pact, me and Jake, that we would eat all of our evening dinners at the table, because we got in a sort of routine at the end of this last year that we would eat on our laps while watching TV, and that is just not healthy. We just want to sit down, talk about our day at a table and eat proper meals. So those 3 photos, sorry, the third photo is me on Miami Beach, loving life in a bikini, which I don't think is going to happen anytime soon. So those 3 photos I think will help and motivate me to be happy with my body. Point number 4 is like a bucket list one. I did thinking about doing a bucket list board separate to this board, but I just thought I would incorporate it. Point number 4 is I really want to book a trip on the boat in Niagara Falls. So we haven't been able to do this year, but this is me in the tower for Jake's birthday. We ate on top of Niagara Falls on like this spinning tower. It's called the Skylon Tower. And down in the water you can actually get a boat ride right to the falls, and it looks super cool, and I really want to do it this summer. And this is something that we kept saying in the summer, oh, we'll do it next week, we'll do it next week, we'll do it next week, and we kept putting it off. And I think if it's on my vision board that I have to tick off, then I will have to do it. So I have to do that one. Okay, so point number 5 is also a bucket list thing. Me and Jake really want to spend a night in Toronto and have a night out in Toronto in like the gay village. I don't know what they call that over here. Like in Manchester, it's the gay village. But in Toronto, when we went there was like this street of like rainbow and loads of pubs. I don't know what it's called here, but it looked super fun. But because we were driving home, we didn't want to have a drink, and this is somewhere that we really want to go to. So we want to go have a night out in Toronto and go get drunk and have a night out there and stay the night. So this is another bucket list opportunity that we really want to do. This is COVID permitted. But me and Jake, I have just printed off a picture of the US map, but a fun US map. And me and Jake really want to start ticking off some more states. So we are very fortunate to have been to Florida, to been to Manhattan, New York. And we live so close to the border, and one of the reasons that we moved to this side of Canada was to be able to cross the border and go to places like Michigan, Ohio. We go to all these cool places, and then COVID hit and the border closed. But I'm still going to put this here because if the border opens, we definitely want to drive over and try and tick off a few more places in America, 110%. Okay, so the next one I've got a few photos for, and it is to continue to explore Canada. So we are very outdoorsy people, and this is something that I've absolutely loved about moving to Canada because there's so much to see. It's such a big country, and that's one of the pros of living in Canada. When people ask me what is like a positive of living in Canada, and it's definitely the space. They have so much space. We didn't even travel, I would say, more than an hour away, and we've seen it so much this year. We absolutely love our car because it comes with a little picnic table, and this is something that I definitely want to continue doing. Next year is seeing the sights of Canada. We moved here for a reason, and I definitely don't want to just be content with what I've seen so far. I definitely want to explore it a lot more. So I'm gonna add these photos in to remind myself how beautiful of a country this is and how we want to see more of it, basically. Okay, so the next picture is me and Jake. This is just to represent us getting PR. I'm gonna upload a I'm gonna cut out some things from a magazine saying like PR, and we really want to get PR next year, or even start getting in the pool for it. It's done on a point system, which my video for PR is coming out next week, which I'm really excited for. I filmed it like 3 times and I wasn't happy with it, but I finally got a copy that I'm happy with, and it's coming out next week. But me and Jake really want to get PR. Our fingers are crossed. And if we don't get PR, the reason I've just picked a generic picture of us two being happy is if we don't get PR, we want to know where we're going to go next year. We have a few ideas, options open, which I haven't shared with anyone yet, so I might share with you now. We said if we don't get PR next year, we will sell everything we own like we did in the UK, and we will go work on a cruise ship for a year or 2 years until we're ready to settle down in the UK. We definitely want to try and get PR, but we don't want to put a negative on it. If we don't get PR, I don't want to be depressed and upset. I just want to look forward to the future and whatever that may be, and we have a plan for 2022. Is Jake in his pickup truck. Now the reason I have chose this picture is because the next point is to pay off our cards. So basically we opened a card before we got to Canada, and it was for emergency uses basically, and it was a Monzo card. If you don't know what a Monzo card is in the UK, it's a bright pink card. Everyone's got it, it's super good, and it's got a small overdraft on it. When I say small, it's less than £1,000, and this is something I keep putting off in the back of my head. I pay off like a bit every month, but I really want to pay off more so it eventually goes, and I think I'll be able to do this in the next 2 to 3 months if I put my mind to it, because we do get a very good wage. We just always put the money towards something else, because transferring it back to an English card, you lose money on it, and this is something that we absolutely hate and we kind of regret doing, but we did need it for emergency cases, such as our car broke down twice in the same month, so we used it for that. Also getting out of our apartment, we had to pay 3 months up front, so we used it for that. It's not a massive debt, but this is something we need to get out of, and we need to get out of quick, because I hate being in some sort of debt, even though it isn't debt. It's hard to explain. But the reason I chose Jake in a car, because I said when we finish off paying off our Monzo debt, then we can start saving for him to buy a truck. Now we're not going to be buying him a brand new truck like this picture, but this will make me and also him an incentive of paying off Monzo, so we can use the money that we normally put into Monzo to put aside for a truck. And I think he'll be happy that that photo is on there, to be honest. And the last photo is a picture of my YouTube hitting 2K subscribers. The reason I'm putting on this is because it's going to be, I want to continue to grow my hobby. Now the reason I haven't put a number above this, like a 3,000 subscribers, 4,000 subscribers, 5,000 subscribers, because I really don't chase the subscribers. Like on my Instagram, I upload when I hit a big milestone, and I'm always so grateful for it, and I'm always in so much shock, because I never would I ever think that there's 2,000 people that want to watch me. That just blows my mind every day. So I never put a number on my subscribers, because of course I would love to hit 3,000 subscribers at the end of the year, but I don't want to put that on my vision board, because I don't want it to become a job where I'm chasing subscribers. I'm so grateful for every single subscriber, like every single one of you, and I don't want to take away the fun of YouTube. I don't want to be chasing a number. When I hit that milestone, I'll be super proud and I'll be super happy and super grateful, but I don't want to put an exact number on it. So I've just put this on there to remind myself that I want to continue to grow my page, to grow my hobby, and continue to be successful in it. So I'm just gonna cut this out a second, because I don't want that top bit in it. Yeah. Oh my god, I absolutely love this already. And now I'm gonna have to just put pins in them all, because I don't want them to fall out. Oh my god, I love it! But I absolutely love this so much. So these are my 2021 10 top goals, 10 things that I want to achieve, 10 things I want to continue doing, and I'm so happy with this. I love it so much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If anything, I hope it motivates you to create a 2020 gratitude poster or a 2021 vision board. It's definitely something that you can put up in your bedroom, like near your mirror when you do your makeup. So every day you see these pictures and you remember your visions for 2021. And it's so good to look back on. I can't wait to the end of the year to look back to see how much I accomplished again. It makes me super happy. But if you enjoyed this video, then please hit the thumbs up. If you're new here, I'd love you to hit subscribe and join the family. And also down in the comments, I would love to hear some of the things that you were grateful for 2020 and some of your goals for 2021. But that was me, Louise, and I will see you on Monday with a day off vlog. Bye.